So, where we left off, the party was traveling. I had just encountered some bullshittery and then further goalfuckery. The day is cool with light winds and what streaks of sunlight are available warm the skin wherever it shines down. It is partly cloudy. The roads are relatively busy with the travel of carts and carriages going hither and thither. And that one's even full of rocks.
Are you sure it's not full of bags of nickel?
You could ask them.
No. Who's driving? Is it Tetsuya or Satsuya?
I think Satsu probably wants to finish their nap.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too good.
Okay, so Tetsu would be driving.
I still feel crispy.
Just a bit, yeah.
Poor Tatsu.
In the back of Tetsuya's mind. And now you know how I feel about getting exploded.
No, this was worse.
It's like you are dying and it's going to hurt the entire time.
But, Tetsuya would, give the other carriage goers a wave as they passed by.
Let's see what happens to me going by. You wave to a carriage full of hoes. Some of them even wave back.
Huh.
The rest of them clatter and clank around.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was waiting.
Does the driver wave back, or is they just kind of meh? What the hell? Oh, opera's just started. Why opera? Actually, yes, good opera.
The driver is garbed from head to toe in black cloth covering their face and extremities.
Mm.
You're not even sure if they really see you. They don't make any sort of motions.
So he's just gonna keep on keeping on down the road.
I can't remember, was Amiko up top with Tatsu?
They could
think
be up
last-
there if they want.
I think
I don't
last
remember
we
if I
checked,
had Amiko
Amiko.
inside or...
Last I remember, she was resting with Satsu.
Oh, that's right. I think she found a corner in the carriage.
Yeah. They both got pretty banged up.
Yeah, that's right.
Dang spooter.
Although she did already cover hit point
Yeah.
testing. But I think she had told Tatsu to let them know if
If anything happened.
anything noteworthy. He can knock on the carriage.
Yeah.
Just imagine Amiko bark bark bark.
Bark, bark, bark.
Bark, 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 bark. Bark, 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 bark.
Bark,
I'm
bark.
just recording.
Ah, God!
Oh,
It's like her bark is not worse than her bite.
beer. Bro, that guy's playing a hunting horn. What's he playing? Beep, 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 beep,
While
beep, beep.
Tetsuya is driving, he's gonna get that triangular stick out of his pack and kind of examine it.
Sure. What you doing with it?
Well, he's gonna kind of look through it, just like kind of move it in his hands, you know, and just kind of looking at it, turning it.
Ow.
I mean, for all intents and appearances, it just looks like a stick with some rather sharp bends in it that have been coiled back in on itself.
Look at yourself. Circle too strong.
He's gonna
Here's a
kind of
question
just.
for you: that
Hmm?
are all of the ends connected, or is it just basically has two ends but two bent?
So, it appears as though it's all one branch that
I
got
got phone
bent.
call.
That got bent.
It got bent twice, and then the end
Damn.
of it started growing into the first part.
Okay, so all connected.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Could be done naturally.
That's definitely not a natural shape, no.
Cause I have $50,000 in credit card debt. Okay, so the plan for finding more triangle sticks is just look for the square woodman. I don't know.
I'm back.
Welcome back. That's a triangle
I'm-
stick.
I'm gonna transfer you all over to my phone real quick.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, what if we don't want to go there?
Yeah, there's not enough space to stretch out.
instructions unclear. May or may not have just stabbed a god.
Using your dick doesn't count as a stab.
Didn't use my dick. I use a 7.8 millimeter tubular impressioning tool. I thought they were a snap-on box, and I was about to try and open it up, and then I realized, oh wait, that's 7.5 millimeters.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Put me back.
Hola.
The real question is, can you hear us?
Had a chance to
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Okay.
be right back.
So yeah,
But I might stop.
it's all one branch. It's not splitting off in any real direction. It's just been curled around on it something.
Okay. He's gonna kind of just tap it against the seat a little bit. Just tap tap.
Alright. When you strike it against the seat, it emanates a light ringing sound. Almost like it was made of metal.
Eh?
Dowsing stick.
He's gonna, tap it a little harder. Just tap.
How much harder?
Not too hard. Just like lighter than a tap, but not exactly like a full-on whack.
Is it going to be hard enough for Amiko to go, is that trouble?
It might be.
No.
Okay, so you tap it against the carriage a little bit harder, and the carriage rings for a second, and the stick rings for longer.
It's gonna be like, the hell was that?
Hey. The stick did it.
I'm gonna
And that's about
Right.
when Tatsu hits a pothole.
Well, those are
Sorry.
expected.
He's gonna put the stick away for now and can focus on driving.
So what was Amako doing?
She was. Yeah, so the carriage ringing, though, kind of puzzled.
It is
So,
odd
like,
that.
that was her remark. What the hell was that? Anyway, be right back.
So Tatsu's paying attention to the road. Satsu's sleeping. Amako is being Amako.
Sounds like a bit of fast travel is in order.
I mean,
I agree.
you guys are fast traveling, it's just not A to B travel. I'm not detailing like every single hour of the trip. You're jumping ahead big chunks.
Big steppies.
So how much of Satsu is charred?
I'm sure she'll be fine.
Externally, probably not a whole lot. Internally, though,
Is there much internal?
well, you got muscles and bones, don't you?
Yeah.
With speed.
Does it hurt to stand up?
A little bit, yeah.
Hmm.
Layar could just be pissed off though.
This is also an option. But since he's driving, he can't do his normal shtick of looking for shiny things.
I mean, he could.
Yeah, but that would require him stopping the whole carriage. Why'd you stop? I picked up the shiny thing. Get back on the horse. Okay. So he's
I heard
just gonna
get back on
drive
the
through.
board.
I'm sure he was told that a time or two.
That was a whole lot of dice rolls to say nothing happened. Thanks. So, Tatsu, as you're
Yes.
driving along, you hear a cacophonous boom in the distance.
Well,
You hear the sounds of a couple of trees fall over and crash the forest floor.
Would Alex
like how far away would you say it is?
Far away that... Yeah, far enough away that you felt it, but didn't feel it.
Would everyone else be hearing this too?
Probably, yeah. Loud enough to go through the carriage's wooden walls.
Thought as, but I thought I would double check.
Don't mind me just gonna be spamming Dragonborn lyrics to Dart.
No, not that boom. That's spelled different.
So
It's almost spelled thumb.
Amiko is going to kind of make her way out of the carriage. Is the carriage still sticky?
The outside of the carriage would still be sticky, yes. Nobody bothered to clean up the spider webs.
See, well, this would make it even easier for her to walk up the side of the carriage. Oh, ew.
Sure, if you want to go that route, give me a physicality roll.
Okie doke. Let's. There's 82. Would this be considered acrobatic?
No, this would be strength.
Okay. I think in that case she only has a plus 10. I'm double checking. So it would be 92.
Man, we haven't had acrobatics as a skill check in forever.
Go find the big bad. I'm sure he has that, and you gotta like do that every 2 seconds or some bullshit. Cause he won't stop spamming his goddamn ground slam.
Amiko's just got a plus 10 strength type physical. But if it's acrobatic style physical, she's got a lot more.
Alright, so you do manage to peel your way up the side of the carriage. It's not an entirely comfortable process. You lose a few zappy hairs.
It's just like. So anyway, once she does get up to the top of the carriage, she's gonna be kind of looking around, and the ears canting about it to see if she can figure out where it came from, because she was inside when, so can't tell where it came.
Alright, roll me a perception check.
Perception. Well, okay, so that's a 9 plus what? 2 is it? 2. 2 it is. Grand total of 11.
A grand total of 11. Yeah. The thing about sounds are they move really fast.
Yeah. It's like you can't hear it if it's not making noise at the
Exactly.
It's not a smell. So she's going to just sit on top of the carriage with Tatsu and be another set of sensory organs.
Tetsuya will give the Sparky Doggo hip pats.
It's
if
launched.
she sees him reaching for her head pad, so she doesn't, tase him.
Yeah.
Mood.
So, any idea what that was?
No. And it was loud though.
It was. It was very loud.
Do you think something blew up or fell over or
Oh.
maybe it was
I
a meteor or
We could go investigate.
I suppose it is kind of worth investigating. If it's still along our way, then we should come across it soon enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna rush. Although I suppose I could do it, but it'd be noisy.
I think, like, about what direction did it come from of them?
A little bit ahead and way off to the right.
It did sound like some trees fell. But if we see any signs when we head up the road, then we'll see. We'll see if we cross them.
I suppose.
There are some side trails that the carriage is too big to go down that lead off into the right.
Do you want me to try running along one of those trails to check it out, or?
Yes. Don't go too far, though.
All right, I'll go check it out then.
Okay. You know, Tootsie is gonna park the carriage over to the side.
So, Amiko is going to get off of the carriage again, and then she's going to. Well, I'm not 100% sure what you would call it, but she's not gonna like full out run, but she's gonna kind of do
Trot.
jogging, trotting. I'm not sure if it's a canter or whatever. 'Cause all of those pieces have different names and.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's gonna go at a pace she can sustain easily, but not too slow.
So are we talking about speed walking? Is this a light sprint? Is this a jog? Is this a trot, a canter, a gallihant? Is this
A belligerent saunter.
an
It's like, I
aggressive
could find a gift that
swagger?
explains it all, but kind of a long gift.
A get along.
Anyway, and I suppose you could call it like a jog or a.
Alright. And Tatsu, you said you were following them, or?
No, he was just gonna park the carriage off to the side because he doesn't want to leave. Well, I don't think his parole officer would let him just wander off into the woods.
No.
Exactly.
No escape.
So he's just gonna sit there and, he's gonna wait and keep an eye out, watch out for anything that comes their way.
Okay. So, the Electro-Borp travels down the footpath for a ways. About 10 minutes into it, they can hear the sounds of some sort of struggle going on. The sounds of, like, metal clanging against each other and scuffling in the dirt.
Alright, she's going to go check that out.
Alright.
What's making all of this noise?
Another 5 minutes of meandering along off the side of the path a little bit. You can see in the distance A ratkin wielding a long knife and clothed in bejeweled rags is fighting against some sort of paladin decked out in heavy plate armor with a long two-handed sword that has a rounded tip. And the scene you come upon is the paladin lunging towards the ratkin and seemingly spearing them through the gut into the ground. And then the ratkin appears behind the paladin, grabbing them by one of the metal greaves that they have on, and flipping them over the ratkin's back, at which point the paladin rolls back up onto their feet and they stand at the ready again.
She's going to try and assess what exactly is going on. She can tell they're fighting. She doesn't know why. And she can't exactly tell who's winning.
Mhm.
And they don't seem to be saying anything, they're just fighting.
Well, there's a whole lot of shouting, but it's not words per se.
It's just kind of like noisy.
Yeah. Any of the words seem to be coming from the paladin, and they're usually shouts of "Die already" or "Cursed thing." They go at each other again. The ratkin seems to waver for a moment and split in two. One of them grabbing onto the sword and tucking it under their shoulder, whilst the other grabs the paladin about the waist and hoists their leg up. The paladin, in response, drops to the ground with a roll and flings both of them into the bushes before launching their sword into the bushes after them and lunging after it to grab it about the hilt. At which point the ratkin jumps down from the tree onto the back of the paladin, and the paladin rolls onto their back to disengage from the grapple.
So I think at this point, Amiko is going to kind of emerge slightly from the bushes and speak up. She's going to be, "What's going on here? Why are you fighting?"
Oh no. The paladin turns to look your direction, and through these slits in the helmet, you can see their eyes widen slightly in recognition, and that pause is all the ratkin needs to sink a dagger under the visor into their neck.
I want to capture you. Come back here.
Yeah.
I'm going to need a dexterity check as the paladin's body erupts in flame rather abruptly.
Dexterity.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
This would be an acrobatics type, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Okay. I suppose I should change her slate, because
I mean, acrobatics is sort of a combination of dex and.
Well, her dexterity, she's got a +7. Okay. So I would have a grand total of 51 on that one, I suppose.
That is not quite enough to beat the 71.
Goodness.
Do you want to burn some willpower and give yourself tenacities?
Let me see. I don't have any tenacity at the moment, but I do have reroll.
That's a useful one.
I suppose I'll use one of. Well, Jesus. Okay,
Sounds
I'll
like
reroll
that's a
that
nice
one.
reroll.
Ah, yes, my favorite thing to hear in these sessions. Okay, gonna use the reroll. Gonna
And
use
another one?
reroll.
Well, it certainly can't get any worse than the second one, which, I rolled a 1. So,
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I don't think you have enough tenacity to do that off of a 1.
so using a second reroll, and 65 plus your 20 wins, 92.
Alright. So, they erupt into flames, and the tongues of the fire race towards you, and you manage to duck and weave in between them. You're still caught in the blast, but you're not going to take any damage as you juke and glide around the forest and duck behind a tree, just as the blast wave emanates outward.
After that blast occurs, she's going to peek out. The hell was that about?
The ratkin drops down from the sky and lands deaf. It looks over your direction and flicks a silver coin over to you before seeming to vanish. Oh, yeah, and the paladin's armor is still there.
You said the paladin is still there?
The paladin's armor is still there. Paladin's gone. Reduced to atoms.
So she's going to blink a few times. Weird. And then she's going to put the silver coin in her bag, which
I'll be back in a little bit, guys.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
note silver coin. And she's going to inspect the
My cat has a fucking landmine?
What?
mine turtle. Only mine cat.
Mine.
Sorry, I just get caught off guard with the fact that my cat sat down an electric landmine on this monster.
You're like, wait, what? So,
Yeah.
You're
It's like, where'd you get that?
okay. Yes, the cats in Monster Hunter are able to set out traps.
No. That's the thing is, a trap is a barrel bomb. That was a goddamn landmine.
Yes,
That's not a trap. It's a declaration of war.
if you have two cats that can trap monsters, you can unlock pretty much any creature. Okay. So, Amiko was inspecting the armor?
Yes. Looking to see if it looks like it was some sort of pursed armor or, you know, something unnatural, or if it was just, you know, fancy armor.
Sure. So, initial impression, there's sooty scorch around each of the pieces and slits in the armor from where the fire erupted outwards. All of the padding and undergarments are obviously burned away and have left a layer of light tar, and
You're breaking up pretty bad.
Maybe if I eat the microphone.
There you go.
I don't like doing this because whenever I breathe, you can hear it. So, anyways, there's a light layer of tar from where the body burned away, and there's a charred skeleton of some sort of humanoid race left inside the armor, loosely holding the bits together where they're supposed to be. The metal itself appears to be some sort of silvery, opalescent hue, sort of a blue shine to it. And it is definitely magic in some way, though you can't tell what magics are applied to it.
Does it appear to have any particular symbols?
It just looks to be plain armor that doesn't have any sort of symbology on it.
She's going to cautiously reach over, touch the helmet.
It still feels pretty hot.
Toast.
Yes, I would say so. It just got immolated.
Yeah, pretty much. Are there any other identifying type marks, like any belongings that this person had, aside from the sword and armor?
Give me a perception check to see if you can find the sword wherever it flew off to.
Got launched to. Wow, Amiko, really? Bonus 2, yeah. I think Amiko just needs that failure counter to be active. Or maybe all my characters. So she got a grand total of 8.
8. Nah, that sword is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the Ratkin took it. Maybe it's
Perhaps.
vampire.
Maybe Amiko all along.
Called it.
Maybe Amiko was the BBEG this whole time.
Maybe the BBEG was the friends we made along the way.
I believe it.
Yeah. Knowing our part.
First we had villain that accidentally does good, now we have do-gooder that accidentally does evil.
You look at those glossy fucking Raiju eyes and tell me that that's accidental. She's become power hungry. Quick, keep her away from the electrical grid.
I can kind of imagine how she'd be. Ooh, this food. Yeah. Anyway, I think what she's going to do, carefully, like, I think what she's gonna do, yeah, is begin pulling the helmet off. But I wonder if somebody will identify this.
Maybe. As you pull the helmet off, you can see that there's a little tag that's been, riveted in place, and on it engraved is lettering that spells out property of Sir George. Tatsu, Ivy's been gone for a solid, 20 minutes.
I don't think he's back yet.
Well, I think if he's away at the moment, what Amiko is going to do is she's going to take the helmet and begin trotting back to the carriage.
Alright.
See if maybe their escort, for lack of a better term, would recognize anything.
So you trot back to the carriage, helmet betwixt your teeth like a prize.
Yes, she do.
Satsu, the carriage hasn't moved for a while. I don't know if your character would be trying to sleep or...
Yeah, should probably be up. Probably starving at the least. Maybe if we stop, maybe it's food time. She would make her way to where Tetsuya would likely be at the driver's spot. And
Drool.
yeah,
Yeah.
just uh-oh.
At least he
Staring
pulled
off
over
into
first.
space. And like,
Amiko?
Russell,
Crickets.
Russell.
Okay. Mental message. Amiko, where are you?
in the woods, I'm coming back.
You bringing food?
No, I'm bringing helmet. Confusion.
Oh, then Satsu's gonna take a nice, healthy gulp of her drink.
I guess the parole officer's, cooking. He didn't realize how stocked the cabinets were.
So, Amiko arrives back at the carriage. Satsu's there waiting.
Is everything okay?
Well, she's going to set helmet down and she's going to respond. Well, there was some sort of fight going on between what looked to be a paladin and some kind of ratkin. And the ratkin ended up killing the paladin when I showed up. And
Really?
I was... Yes, it was quite spectacular. I was going to bring this back to see if anyone here could perhaps identify the helmet. Maybe give a little context as to who the paladin could have been. If it seems like a good idea, I can go back and grab the rest.
Well, I don't know if I have an identify spell.
Well, I just thought I'd see if you or our companion knew anything about it.
I think they're cooking something if you want to check.
All right then. And so she's going to take the helmet and leap up to the top of the carriage.
Doesn't even use the front door, just up to the top and then down.
Doink.
Doors are for peasants.
Through the window.
The inside of the carriage is it's smelling kind of spicy. It's a smell.
So you got drooling Tatsu up top, and when she doesn't find their companion, I'm drawing a blank on the name.
Hanabi.
Okay, so when she doesn't find Hanabi, there she's going to go inside, see if she knows anything.
I mean, she knows a lot of stuff. Right now, she don't know what she wants to fill all this onigiri with, though.
What kind of onigiri is Abi making?
Traditional. Yeah, that's why she's got like 2 foot of seaweed light out right now. She plans to put a little bit of beef in her.
That they aren't just making jelly donuts.
You're positive. You're positive. No, they're making onigiri with some curry rice, and they're gonna make some nikujaga, which is basically just the braised meat and potatoes. Is like this. It's a veggie and potato dish with a little bit of meat in it.
Sounds good.
You need filling food. They won't know much about the helmet other than, yep, right there, property of Sir George.
Well, okay then. Can you tell what kind of metal it is?
I guess let's... Well, I mean, they'd wager a guess that it's steel, but I guess we can roll for it.
Does steel have a blue hue?
You can blue steel.
Oh.
Yeah, you can. It's a chemical process. It's just a surface thing.
You know, you're starting to piss me off, you shit-ass bot.
So yeah, roll knowledge. Knowledge.
No,
Nah, shit, I didn't. Hold on, let me,
Smarts.
57 will be the total roll. I forgot to put the plus symbol, my bad. Wait, I wonder, can that dice roller do... Hmm. Just curious, can this do fucking... What is it? Six.
Don't think it knows how to do square root.
Nope, it is not.
Nah.
Oh.
It's just a simple randomizer.
Alright. Do we know what the helmet's made out of, other than, yep, that's metal. No.
Yup, that's metal. It's blue shiny.
Mm.
It's rare. If it was purple shiny, it'd be legendary.
True.
As far as you can tell, it's definitely a high quality metal, whatever it is. It doesn't look to have been. What's the term? Electroplated?
Plated?
Yeah. Doesn't look like they did anything to it. It looks like it's been clean.
Mm.
Well, I suppose if it's good metal, do you think it would be worth collecting the rest of it?
Hmm. I don't see why not. You know, definitely need to get some armor.
That's true. I was kind of thinking that too. I'll hurry back there and grab the rest. And
Would you
so,
like some? Would you like some help?
I mean, it certainly couldn't hurt if you want to come along.
I will go with Amako.
Alright. So the two of you take the 15-minute walk into the forest.
And Amiko will use her anthro form. She has hands, so she can remove the armor from the skeleton. And I suppose while she's there, she can take another look around to see if find sword. My brain is out of juice.
It's the blizzard. I blame the blizzard. 47 perception.
With that, I suppose I can just roll right in here. Um, 1d100. Was it 2? Amiko, what's your bonus? Yeah. Okay, so that's a little better than before.
Yeah.
And you said I had to beat a 47?
Yes.
Okay, so like a success?
Yeah, just a marginal success. So, it takes you pretty much the entire time that Satsu is breaking down the armor into its pieces so they don't have to lug an entire corpse back all in one piece.
Yeah, pretty much. With like, we don't need the skeleton.
Yeah. We don't have
Are
a
you sure about
necromancer. We can't raise the witness. So,
Mm.
as far as the party knows. So it takes you pretty much the whole time that they're taking care of that to locate the sword. And the reason it was hard to find is because it had speared itself through a tree almost all the way through. And the only sign that it was even there was a knot hole on one end and most of the blades sticking out at the other end.
She will work to.
I think you cut out.
Yeah, she will work to extract.
Okay. Physicality. Strength based.
Strength, physical. Yeah, properly. Wow. Me type good. No. Five.
An 85. Alright. So, you manage to push and wiggle it around, and eventually it slips free. Now that you're actually able to get a better look at it, the pommel has is a ring design with scales running along it, all going in one direction.
Did you say ring?
Yes, it is a ring design. It's like a circle. And the metal has scales on it. The grip is leather wrapped around a studded core, and the guard sweeps forward in a sort of crescent shape. And let's see here. Yeah, the tip is rounded, like I described before, and near the handguard of the sword, it looks like chips and pieces of the edge have been broken inwards, either on purpose or just through use and wear of the item. The item appears to have some sort of a infusion on it, but again, you can't really tell what the infusion is.
Is there a scabbard for this?
The armor did possess a scabbard. Unfortunately, it was made of leather.
Okay, so it's rather fried.
It is rather crispy. Double cooked jerky.
And it's not exactly salvageable or anything.
Not really.
And it's like a temporary thing. Alright then. So, Amiko is going to bring this over and shows that. I'm sorry. Figure
that-
might as well take it as part of the set.
All right, I'll gather it up and kind of just putting everything in my bag.
And Amiko's like, neat, I really like that.
What, the bag?
Very interesting.
It was not cheap.
I wouldn't expect it to be.
It's a lot more expensive than you would actually think.
My own bag was quite expensive. Yeah, I could see how something like that extremely so.
Well, it wasn't so much the bag, it's where the bag goes that was expensive.
So she'll nod. Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
A secret I keep very close.
In that case, I won't press you on that.
Not that I don't trust you, because I absolutely do, but the wrong person hears. Won't be fun.
And so she'll nod a few more times.
Or somebody somehow decides to torture you. God forbid, they probably live to regret it. But yeah, it's coming quite handy. It was worth the... How many platinum was that shit?
Several.
Like, fucking hundreds.
Yeah. Look, if you're setting up a semi-permanent, like, wormhole to a location on a moving astral body, it's not cheap.
And I wouldn't expect it to be. Hello, screen.
You did that shit all through, like, magic, too.
Not the forging.
No, not the forging, but, setting up the actual thing. So, you have collected the armor and the sword, and now you two are just standing out in the middle of a blasted clearing in the forest.
Ah, yep, that. Welcome to the adventurer's world. Just. I like this random desolate plain. Me too. Let's emote.
So that was that very artistic explosion.
Very artistic explosion. Did you notice how it left the ferns alone?
That's pretty good.
The secret is the ferns bend the ocean, the
The
trees
secret.
break.
The ferns are too old to be affected by this type of magic. They're immune.
The secret ingredient is more.
Well, they did have food cooking, didn't they?
Once,
Yeah.
what's that?
I was saying they had food cooking, so we should probably make our way back.
So basically, Amiko is going to place the skeleton in kind of a rest.
Is it a skeleton or a corpse?
It's a skeleton.
No.
Oh, it's gonna place it in a fairly restful position.
Kind of you.
Then she's going to head back to that.
We're stealing your shit, but at least we'll make your body look nice.
Pretty much. It's like this could help us, but we'll make sure that you.
Alright, so we'll make our way back to the carriage.
another 15-minute walk back to the carriage. It's been like an hour now. Pretty sure the onigiri is done.
Yep.
Well, it's not just onigiri though. The full course, it's like 3 courses. The onigiri there is like, part of it. These are for dinner though, so she's got them with like some salmon slices and other things in there that's more meats to go with their actual hot dish and all that delicious curry rice.
So, the party's all back together now. Your driver is still drooling.
Drooling. Well, once food is had, then I will, I guess, take the reins. And you're able to just tell that it was a nice metal on the helm or whatever?
Yeah, we weren't sure what kind of metal it was, but we could tell it was pretty good quality. Kind of bluish. So maybe Satsu would be able to identify him, maybe not.
I mean, I can always try to create a spell.
That is true.
Could do that.
What would be a difficulty of a identify type spell? I'm guessing, because I have divine truth.
It would just be divine information.
Yeah.
It'd be a pretty basic divination spell because it's not really asking for anything great, it's just asking for what something is, and that something doesn't have hidden knowledge. It's just not available immediately because it found it out to you. So it shouldn't be a difficult spell to make.
Yeah, it'd be fairly straightforward.
Yeah, as someone who had to do a crapload of divination, I know I'm right on the rule with this. I hated it. Always having to do it.
What did you hate?
Constantly having to do divination rolls.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I have to hold back magic somehow.
But, well, whenever I'm done doing that,
It's like, make some room for the words to come out.
yeah. But divination's difficulty is, you've got the base difficulty, and then you have to ask, does it communicate information into an understood language? That'll add a plus 30. That's if you're communicating it, verbally. Does it communicate it through visions? 35. Are you trying to detect an object? That's only plus 20. Poisons and diseases was like a plus 30. See if it's magical is a plus 40, because usually that's really something I've always wanted to get rid of, but I understand. But to reveal the properties of an object, I think it's also a plus 40, so you gotta get an 80.
Damn, you got that memorized.
Mm-hmm. And reveal truth is technically 50 because it will reveal a truth. And in the game code, in the game world, a truth can be a lot of shit.
Well, my divine truth is a 50 cost, so you are right on that. Okay, so you're saying 80 and then I guess plus the 40 create a spell cost?
So it's 40 because it's a new spell, and then plus 40 divination.
Yeah, so it's 80 total.
Yeah.
Because base difficulty is a 40, and that's the modifier that you're getting from the divination is the additional 40, because that's properties and objects and stuff, properties and specific things about something.
And then I have minus 50 for having this stuff, so I just need a 30?
Yeah, pretty much.
Eh,
Because I think you maxed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
39. I'll keep it.
It's a success.
If you want to make some solid money, like the guys that on that compound, you can just do what they do and fucking sell scrolls. You know, divination scrolls sell a lot.
Okay, so intensity 0, divine properties. You can tell that it is a tin cobalt alloy.
Identify. Okay. No special properties.
That's the physical properties of it. Is a tin and cobalt alloy.
Is that good?
It's decent. Not the strongest thing you could make armor out of.
Oh, by the way, I remember how to open portals in this game using magic. Just so you know. I know the schools you mix to do that.
Well, there's like 5 methods to do that, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about the original method where it was like,
Oh yeah, the first
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you said tin cobalt.
Yes.
I will let Amiko know that.
So she's gonna look at the armor for a moment. Okay. Could be magnetic thing. Cobalt's one of those ones that can be.
Now who's kind of breaking up?
Sorry, I was kind of quiet. But I suppose could be decent once we inner part repaired. It might need to be resized. I'm not entirely sure. How big was that paladin?
They were medium size, normal.
Just kind of like average Joe. So maybe they would need to resize. Because I know that we rolled for Amiko's height. She wasn't super. She was kind of. I think originally when I made that shapeshift for her, I made her Ivy's height. I don't recall for sure, and I think that's why we ended up rolling for it because I couldn't remember. But that was a while back.
Oh, right. I remember why they have this alloy now. Tin cobalt has very good corrosion and wear resistance. It's high resistance to acid.
Oh, that's good.
They're typically used in like jet engine gas turbines. They got a really good high temperature strength, which is why it survived immolation.
That might be a good thing for Amiko too.
Yeah.
All right.
So I suppose now that that has been taken care of and Mila has been eaten, Well,
Time to
Amiko
fast
definitely-
travel.
Yep. Amiko definitely would have been very polite. Thing for them. It's a good treat for the barky boy. How much tenacity do you get from a good meal? I forget.
Nothing, no.
Yeah, you
Nothing?
don't
Okay.
anymore.
Oh, that's right. You use willpower.
Yeah, which is
Forgot.
relatively easy to get outside of combat because if you're not earning anything, then you could just earn it and then have a success.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Does it though?
Nothing and everything makes sense. Anyway, yes. Fast travel. Take.
Okay, so nightfall as the party travels. The various carriages and on wagons, some of the drawn by oxen, and they've all off to the sides of the road tonight. Various fires burning, racks of meats on spits, and
You're in and out.
racks of meat
I
on
heard about-
spits, and there's people
Eh.
cooking various things on sticks over campfires. This seems to be a relatively popular stopover point. There's the sounds of merrymaking, music, and good times all around.
Sounds like a reasonable point. Well,
Yeah. We'll find I guess a spot that's not, already taken. And
indeed.
Agreed.
if there's
Well,
and maybe
I
if
think
there's
we'll
one
go with
nearby.
there.
Yeah, you guys can find a spot. Like you can either pull over at the beginning of this congregation, and pull over at the end of it.
I want to pull over on top of it. Anyways. And again, if you made a Spidertron, you could.
Probably towards the end of it.
Okay.
I think during the travel, Amiko kind of would have taken it upon herself as someone who can walk on walls to perform the chore of cleaning up all the spider.
Yes, you gather up a whole pound of sticky spider web.
Satsu wants it.
Yeah.
Sure.
You will give it to
Tatsu will have to fight Hanabi for the sill.
like thumb wrestle.
They are willing to, thumb wrestle you. Or whatever. But they actually would like the silk because they know that they can make good things with it.
Contest: who can hilt Jack the furthest?
That's still not in their favor.
What kind of things would they be thinking of making with it?
Garrote wire, maybe some lingerie.
Lingerie
Poison
made of
thread.
Rottweiler.
Well, I mean, sometimes when they wear like fishnets and stuff, they can actually take that off and kill you with it because it has steel-like strength. Their clothes are meant to kill people. That's what assassins do.
I mean, that's not a new concept. Panty and Stocking has been doing that since 2000 whatever.
That's a great show. Fucking Gynax ending it. I love that. Like, oh.
There's a
I just
second
love
season-
the broken English. Oh, what the fuck? I just always loved that. She punches her in the fucking face.
I love the fucking claymation dolls exploding at the end.
Oh god, yeah.
But there's a second season of that show being made.
No, second season.
Hell yeah.
Done, I thought
Oh wait, what?
that was a while ago, wasn't it?
I thought there was only one season. Whatever. There's a new season being made for 2023.
A continuation of the source material.
Well, you have Satsu's attention at lingerie.
You got a whole
You can
box
kill
of
people with it.
I know you can never have enough.
They got a good point, honestly.
It's like, no, you're right.
When you have an entire moving truck of thigh highs, I think you have too much.
Lies and
Well-
slander.
If my one wish could come true, I wouldn't need to get new lingerie.
I don't know, that sounds like quitter talk.
Oh, sounds like you need to do more random perception checks to get a world break.
Always happens on perception.
Because there's like 6 senses that you're checking with perception, so it happens more often than the others.
You dick.
Although,
Alright.
didn't Ivy manage to do one during like casting a spell or something?
Oh yeah.
She had, yeah, that was a weird world.
Protection from shit happened on a defense roll, I think.
Yeah,
True.
whatever the fuck Dave did,
Yeah.
and became a meat golem at the same time, or a flesh golem.
At least he has a kid.
Constipated
better.
for a world break.
So, yeah, lingerie has been mentioned.
Can I keep some of it, or do you need all of it? Okay then.
Boom.
Oh. What happened?
Are you back?
I think it was
Who
Oh.
died?
Yeah. No, I'm here. I was just being patient. I didn't want to, like, cut anybody off.
The cat died.
Oh, no.
I just heard it. I just heard the beedoo, and I didn't know who died.
yeah.
Oh no.
But no, Satsu would ask if you would need all of it, or she would ask if maybe you could turn it into, like, I don't know, bondage rope or something.
Shibari robe?
Yeah, Satsu's actually never worn shibari at all.
There you go.
They have. I mean, they're not against it.
I mean, it's typically made out of jute, but could make it out of silk.
No, they're not against it at all. They'll ask. They just want to clarify if that's the kind of rope you want, because that's what you're talking about, bondage rope, and they're thinking about shibari, which they've been put in a bunch of times. Which that's how their relationships go in the family.
At first by an officer of the law, and then later in the bedroom.
I mean, shibari does seem appealing to Satsu. She wouldn't be opposed to trying it.
It's really fun, especially when your wife is strong enough to pick you up like a suitcase.
Okay, well, that would be my one request, and I would try to hand over the silk or the spider silk as it just like sticks to her hand. Like,
Yep, see? That's why she's gonna be smart and put some kind of oil on her hand that lets her grab the silk so it doesn't stick to her.
Silk now covered in, like, shocking errors in some Satsu pairs.
Okay. They have plans for this. I'm so glad that you're just used to all the killers just can make some poison thread with it. Yeah, it's pretty normal. You gotta kill people.
Abroad's
Their
very
fault.
dangerous.
It is. And pretty much all of its branch worlds are dangerous.
No, that's not true. The Earth one is, alright.
No, that's not true at all. It might not be dangerous out in the open, but the E-mob is lethal.
That's true, you know, you could get cancelled.
Jeez.
Which is bad, because everybody's digitized there. Getting canceled in this world, at least in the empire she's from, it's like, oh, do I get isolated from society? Yeah, it's called prison.
You can't cancel.
Wait a minute, this isn't fun. This isn't what was in my manga.
They tried to put me in the isolation box to break me mentally. Little did they know I'm an introvert.
Oh, sweet. They fed me. They gave me clothes. They gave me a bed. They made a mistake. They subsidized me.
Wait, shit, you mean I get to have a roof and 2 meals a day?
3. Pog.
Oh,
Alright, we're
fuck,
killing you
that's
for that.
2 more than I already had.
Side note, I love the Palico. I'm training up a cat in the game. That's a bomber class, so I just watched it pick a barrel bomb out of its ass, then run over to some monsters and blow the fuck up. And it goes sailing backwards.
Fearless little shit.
I got him dressed in bone armor, so he's like wearing animal skulls as his clothes. Alright, so we're getting that sorted. Okay. And we'll continue to fast travel while they weave the Shibari rope for Satsu.
God, that's gonna be strung out across the entire floor.
Yeah, they're doing it very carefully.
Well, it was nighttime, so
Yeah,
I mean
you
it's
guys are pulled
sleep.
over for the night.
So Satsu would actually probably watch, see how it's done.
Uncomfortably tactile fingers. I didn't realize how kind of sharp some of their nails were.
I mean, yes, Satsu's nails are very sharp.
I mean, the Oni for someone so blorg. Or it's like less sharp. It's more like finely pointed. Hey, look, Ivy. Let's go. They will show you the process of carefully manipulating the thread, and also the oils that they use, which they told you what it came from, but it was... You probably should have had your cap on for that one. Because it was just aggressively Asian. And it probably means something along the lines of anti-spider worm or something. Because, you know, it makes sense. And they show you how it keeps it from actually sticking to you. Really at all. Which actually lets you manually separate the threads like this. Occasionally using some sort of thimble of some kind on the fingers. Not really sure. And they give you the proper knowledge of your, you know, well, some knowledge. Can't exactly teach everything in one go of how to weave it correctly without doing that thing that some people do where they get themselves wrapped up in it. Because all it takes is it sticking once and then just panic. Common mistake. Also helps that you're here so they can just measure you.
I mean, you don't
But by the
Awesome.
time they're done,
Process.
you'll have what?
Jabari rope. Just need it to be long enough.
Yeah, it's well, you don't want to. You know, Satsu's not exactly big, so you don't want them to have like 8 foot of rope just hanging off their ass after the fact. What's up? Thank you. Yeah, it's. Oh. No, I already had to deal with them dogs today. Or is it the cat? Oh god, it's the cat. Alright.
Well, we're gonna take the cat out back with the shotgun and.
Wow, Satsu's right here. God, rude.
Speaking of shotguns, it sounds like somebody's shooting a shotgun somewhere in the forest.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
Amiko can hear this, right?
Yeah?
Alright, I was making sure you were talking about in-game and stuff.
No. If you guys hear gunshots, that's the AK across the street.
Okay. They will offer once they're actually done weaving the rope if you would like to try it.
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh god! Sorry! I just look at like the cat's. I fucking love the cat having a bomb. Satsu. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Their dexterity modifier comes into play. Haha. Plus the clothing. 278. Alright, we're good. It's the one thing that I know they can't fail is their dex. And if they do, then fuck it, kill everybody. There's no point in playing the game anymore. Well, when you get a passive plus 50 from your class, and you combine that with like the 75 that their clothing gives them, that's like, stop, fuck off.
Only 75?
That's just what they're wearing, with the little clothes that they're wearing. That's not any of the trinkets that they aren't wearing because, well, they're not expecting the need to kill somebody, so they're not wearing the everything gear. Do you want them to have the 290 bonus modifier on their knife that has a dexterity bonus modifier on it, so it does damage when there's a bonus to their dexterity? Or the fact that they can take more than one action per turn because they do in fact have the required components to take more than one action per turn based off of magic level?
I mean, yeah, there's lots of fun ways you can break the game. You could always set up a...
Well, yeah, no, she breaks the game. She can do over 15,000 damage. I've done the math.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane with just a stab.
If hex mages can set up the logic chain of if bonus applied, apply bonus. It's like, oh god, oh fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. And the best part is they do even more if they're unnoticed. Which, mind you, they can get within 6 feet of you without you noticing them.
Just appears.
Yeah. They're a true assassin. Okay. All right. They very carefully put Satsu in Shibari rope. Enjoy.
Yay!
Yay.
And then they do tighten it down pretty tight.
So,
Now you can't move. Enjoy that.
yeah.
At all?
Oh no, you can't move. You kind of have locomotion with your legs, but it's not really a lot. It's more like you can move enough to be accessed, and that's it.
I thought you were like with Shibari rope. With Shibari, you're supposed to be able to have some mobility.
Yeah,
Well,
so
you
there's-
have the mobility that the person that puts it on you wants you to have.
Yeah, essentially.
Ah,
So there's a few things that you gotta keep in mind when you're doing Shibari. One of them is don't cut off circulation. There's specific
Yep.
areas you put rope to not do that. Two, any weight-bearing areas needs more than one wrap, otherwise you'll
Yep.
violate rule number 1. Rule number 3 is you have to be able to remove it fast, so you don't put any like permanent permanent knots in. You do like quick release knots and stuff like that.
You do it?
4. Well, 4 isn't really a rule, it's more of like a guide. If you have loose rope left over, you can always do something with it. You can tuck it in somewhere, or you can make a bow out of it, stuff like that. But
make anal knots.
not with the rope that you're using
I
to
know.
tie people.
I know.
Oh yeah, one other rules. If you get blood on it, that is the only person that rope is ever going to touch.
Makes sense.
My dumbass fucking phone over here trying to keep me muted. Hi, I'm back.
Thanks, Discord.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And yeah. It doesn't hurt while you're wearing it, but you definitely can't do a lot of running around.
Am I even able to walk?
Oh yeah, you can walk.
Okay, so I have
Slowly.
mobility. Yeah. Okay.
You can penguin waddle.
Yeah. The real question is, did you keep your clothes on? Or I don't really know if it's clothes for you. You're barely legal modesty items on.
You mean like underneath the rope, or?
You mean underneath the slime girl?
Mm-mm.
I mean, with the slime girl there, you could literally have 3 leaves to cover everything, and they'll just hold them where they're supposed to be.
Big leaf. Well, then again, you could probably get away with like an oak leaf because you don't have gigantic boobs.
I mean, I still have my stockings and stuff.
True. All right. Hopefully everything goes well. There's not really much else that they can do for you now. You know, if you're happy and comfortable, then good. Unless you want them to do something else.
Well, I mean, I think they had their own plans for it, right? As well.
Well, for the silk, yeah. What the hell's going on here? Discord, hello.
Hello?
Stop backing up.
I
Sorry, my
can hear-
Discord's being an ass. My Discord was being an absolute jackass. Sorry. Okay. Cat's wrapped up. Good. All right.
I am wrapped up, yes.
You are wrapped up. I don't know where the other cat went. I'm trying to figure that out because I'm like, God damn it, Tatsu, come back so you can be bullied.
Pretty much. Get back here and get bullied.
It's time to tie
That's what
the
Hanabi's.
knot.
She's looking at the drooling. Well, he's very busy. I guess I could show you what you do with Shibari rope once you have it on.
Sure.
Alright. And then just start digging in their pack. And then just you can hear them. Where is that strap belt at? I love this. An assassin, it fits. It just fits. An assassin, for some reason, has a strap on and belt. I don't know why. It just seems like that fits. Good damn them. Welcome back.
I found him.
Alright, Satsu. They ask you, what style do you prefer?
Style?
And they'll just reach into their bag after pulling out a belt with looks like a hole and a series of locking grooves in it. And they'll pull out some sort of very large object. And then it's like, oh, that's a dildo. We have basic things with spikes. Horse dog.
Well, I'm not really a fan of spikes unless they're, not so spiky.
Oh, they're soft.
Hmm.
I see plastic. I'm full of them.
There we go. Hello.
Welcome back.
How are friends?
Kind of alright. How are you?
I am good. I just helped Blair move beds real quick.
Oh man, you missed out on a whole lot of action. The carriage is destroyed. Ivy's almost about to die. Satsu's like in the middle of
Talking about
fighting.
dildos.
Yeah, he's talking about dildos with this greater demon.
Uh-huh.
They're currently in Shibari rope.
And what?
They're wrapped in bondage.
I mean, without you here, the party basically fell apart. Like, I threw one encounter at them and...
I'm sure.
To be fair, with you gone, a paladin did get arc flashed into death, and
I heard that part.
And they no joke, literally is a Satsu being I guess or not even coerced, just what is the word? A enthusiast with your parole officer.
Well, I'm gonna get me a milkshake real quick. It's hot.
Ah, yeah, that's a big brain move. It's hot. It might make me vomit. Milk.
If you want a milkshake, I'm sure one of the other carriages in here making them.
No, I'm driving home, but I'm gonna stop by Cookout and get me a milkshake.
There's There's a cookout like 2 carriages down. What are you talking about?
I'll be back.
Mission accomplished. We bullied them.
Task failed successfully.
Okay. So yeah, Sazu, what do you want? You want a horse? You want a weird knotted horse? You want a dragon? You want some more obscure yokai that apparently they have molds of?
Knotted horse sounds fun.
Alright. That's about the right. They just kinda... They have a moment. They look at you, then they look at the only thing that they have in the bag, and I'm sure it'll be fine. And now they present you with the the big D. That's what we're gonna call it.
No, it's HD.
I don't know what 80. I don't know what HD is, but doctors look at 80 as a mother. All right. Gonna leave Tatsu to do Tatsu stuff.
Meanwhile, Amiko listening to guns in the woods.
See, the thing is, that probably doesn't even bother them. It's like, yep, that's them's the guns. That's what people do.
Pretty much.
That's the sound
Somebody might be
whoever's
hunting out there. It's like, and I'm a wolf. I think I.
The statement of the century, and I'm a wolf. Okay. Hmm.
Oh my
Well, it doesn't
God.
take long for the one cat to be hanging from the ceiling using the same series of silk threads.
Oh my God. So you guys know how there's that joke about when future historians dig this layer of history in the earth, there'll just be a sheet of plastic covering everything? That's
The plastic age.
It's true. We're finding literal rocks made of plastic.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a layer on the seafloor of basically little chunks of plastic that have sunk to the bottom.
that's not good.
I am back.
Welcome back. Thank God everyone has their own room.
It's going, hey, let's make some stuff that.
So, is what all did I actually miss?
Yeah, you did. I mean, we're not even joking. You were parole officers currently using one of their apparatuses to find out the depths of the other cat while you're gone.
Which
Where did they leave me on the whatchamacallit? On the front seat?
Well, it's nighttime. And you've pulled off to this sort of congregated rest stop with a bunch of people.
I did take over
Okay.
driving.
They did.
Okay. So you just kind of, what happened?
Everything.
So is he like in his room or what?
They just left you, in there where your dinner was preserved and put in a lunchbox so you don't miss out on food.
He would eat the food happily.
It is distinctly not burnt.
Yay.
It came close, though.
So about what time of day is it then?
Night.
It's not.
Hmm?
What time of day is it? Not.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well-
still my favorite response.
Tetsuya's he's gonna go sit outside for a while
Okay.
after he eats his food.
There's the sound of violins and foghorns and drums. There's the occasional brass horn of some variety. There's even some sort of droning instrument. There's sounds of fires crackling and the smells of meat cooking and vegetables charring and various things grilling. There's the faint scent of alcohol and wines on the breeze. And there is a very light snow. It's not heavy enough to actually make it all the way to the ground for it.
Got any more of these white trash?
So, Amiko is going to be basically keeping watch up on top of the caravan. And she's. Are there any trees or anything hanging overhead, or is it kind of like open up?
Is very open here. A lot of the trees are pine and or spruce, so they're very vertical.
Okay. And Bruce, very prickly. Would not recommend hugging.
Would not hug.
Don't feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's basically gonna be up on top, looking around and stuff and listening for trouble. But basically, it seems like it's a fairly, I guess, deep sphere with a bunch of other people that could also know things.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a fairly calm watch.
Yeah.
So, some time passes, and the food and the cooking gets put away. The merrymaking dies down a bit, but people are still talking to each other. And instead of packing in for the night, it looks like people are actually getting ready to move on. A lot of people are packing overhanging tents and shawls away, and they're putting supplies back on their carts and unchalking wheels, getting animals hooked back up to the reins.
So Amiko is going to kind of take note. Not really gonna do anything particularly about it.
You stupid bitch.
Wow, rude.
I want to kill my character with permanent death, but I can't. 'Cause that would be non-fun.
Ugh.
Try this for the third goddamn time since fucking Capcom can't program anything.
Give me a perception check.
Okie doke. Here. Here. And 2, I think. No, let me double check. Just perception 2.
7.
Nice. Very good, Amiko. Very good.
Um, Tatsuya, you're also outside. Give me a perception check.
Can someone roll for me?
Oh yeah, let me get this. I got you. Let's make this absolutely garbage. $91.
Okay. Tatsu would hear a sort of rolling stone sound. Like, have you ever heard of stone wheel rolling across more earth?
Yeah.
It's that sort of gravelly crunching sound. And when they turn to sort of face the source of the sound, they see these two rather large wheels rolling through the forest. You can just barely make them out peeking over the tops of the trees. And there's this large machine that rolls across the path that the party took to get to this gathering, and it moves on for a bit before revealing a sort of boxcar being pulled behind it. And it comes to a stop with the boxcar in the middle of the road, and the walls roll down with chains holding them back. And when they clatter to the ground, two of the carriages move up and board the boxcar.
Interesting.
Yes, very interesting. So Amiko is going to call out to somebody nearby. Does it cost anything to ride that?
Let's see. The nearest cart is being driven by a lizard folk. The blue-skinned skink will look up to Amiko up there with their aura. No, it's one of the artifacts of this land. It travels in a big loop. Makes getting from one place to another a lot cheaper.
So in that case, Amiko is going to just up. All right, then let's do the same. And so she's going to look to Tatsuya, see if he will drive the carriage. If not, she will do her best to do it herself.
Tetsuya, oh, okay. He's gonna climb up and, drive the carriage.
Well, goddamn. I guess don't let the board go finish.
Hmm?
You blue balling bitch.
But yeah. So it's basically she's gonna say, "Don't go too rough. I think Satsu is busy down."
Yeah.
Okay.
He is
That's
gonna
okay.
take it, slow.
Trust me, the road is the least of their concerns in terms of aggressiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, they're experiencing a magically enhanced sex toy for the first time. A lot of things going on right now.
Satsu's having a great time.
Or
So yes, the carriage will be driven onto the whatever this contraption for
Well,
fast travel.
you'll have to wait your turn.
Yeah.
Once the box
Nonsense.
is loaded up with 4 carriages, the doors close up on their own, and the vehicle moves on, and another car comes into the clearing and opens up, and about 8 more of those happen before it gets to your turn. And as you're approaching, you can see that there's a long lane of probably 10 more boxcars behind this one. You get onto the carriage with a cart driven by a pair of orcs, a pair of gnomes, and 2 bird folk. Everyone's very sociable and getting to know each other. The gnomes have brought out some sort of a board game.
I'm going to watch from above, just kind of content to relax on top of the carriage,
Yeah.
and happy to have made this discovery.
Oh, fuck.
Tetsuya, where is this thing going? He's gonna ask the nearest person.
Wait, did you just leave the other one there? Or are you just following it?
What?
Well, I know you're squirreling with a big fancy auto mechanica right now, but what about your expensive multi-tier vehicle?
It's coming along.
Yeah, we drove
That's
that
what we-
thing.
Oh, okay. See, I was confused. Like, wait, did you like hitch it up? Did I blink out again?
You blanked out because you were focused on killing monsters.
Actually, I haven't killed nothing yet. I was collecting an egg, which is making it weird. I was focusing. Well,
Eggy.
probably not good for my mental health. All right.
Yeah.
Huh?
So, the orc will look to you and kind of shrug. The weather of these travels around. Depends on which track it takes today.
Mm.
You have to get
Oh.
off to one of the coasts that's got the traders in it. They knows what the schedule's like.
Is there a way to get up there?
Oh, sure, yes, they're, gestures with a fat finger towards one of the doors that's set against the, far wall. Watch your step when he's going through there. To make your way to any of the other couch.
Okay, I might do that. It is late. People might be sleeping.
Oh, I wouldn't recommend sleeping right now, the weather heavy. These people's not mesh.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, no point in being aggressive or anything. You're still cramped up in these books. They'll lean
Yeah.
back and you can hear every one of their spines crack, all 5 of them.
Yep, there's my general disdain for this game.
The gnomes seem to be very interested in the game as it's proceeding.
I'm curious if they use one of Satsu's portals as well, in combination with the toy.
The toy itself doesn't really actually have any facial magic on it. But what kinda? I mean, it does have conjuration to an extent. I guess it's conjuration.
Well, I mean,
It acts as
allowing Jack to also have fun.
sorta, kinda, sorta. Say about the same, but it's a little bit different.
I don't think he understands.
No, I understand the concept of it being attached to another living entity. Jesus fuck.
No, I'm saying, is she also using one of Satsu's portal plugs, like in the other hole?
Double.
I actually thought all of those. I thought all of those were already taken.
I thought she kept one for herself.
Oh yeah, let's get it.
Well, one is with Jack, one is with a nice orc lady, and yes, Satsu has one kept
With the Kitsune lady.
No, kept with her.
Okay.
Because she had originally given it to Skull, and Skull decided to fuck it over, so she took it back.
Fuck it over in the good
Skull.
way, in the bad way.
And he's a fucking idiot way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, quite literally. Here's a hole for you to have fun with. Flicks it. Like, what?
Well, that's kind of fun.
No. Satsu don't like pain.
Just put it in the freezer.
Not paint. Why?
Ice cream.
Just no. Nobody screams. Get the old cold kiss. Gotta run to the fridge and put some ice in your mouth real quick. No, there's fundamentally there's so much wrong with that.
But no, Tetsuya, I think he's just gonna hang out on the driver's seat.
Excellent.
He's being Amiko's buddy.
Yeah. And hey, Amiko. That ringing you heard earlier? He's gonna pull out the triangle stick. That was this.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what it does, but I'm scared to find out.
We can experiment
Because
a little later, I suppose. Don't want to
yes,
bother all these other people.
and he's gonna put it away.
Ow! Got it. Got the fly, finally. I have a fly that just flew into my room to attack me.
Actually, the gentleman said that there might be traders on one of the other carts. I might go see if there's a trader that might be willing to buy the parts of the monster that I killed.
That could be reasonable.
Did you preserve any of them?
I don't think any preparation was done.
I remember they were all taken out, and she Tetsuya's PO was showing him how to take it out and all that.
Yeah, to take it out, but
Have you just been carrying around rotting meat?
I suppose at this point it would start. It would have started.
it would start turning foul. It's been a little bit.
Takes about 3 days,
Mm.
yeah.
Has it been about 3 days?
And like a day.
So they.
I remember him saying it'd take 2 days for it to go bad. If it's only been a day, then we've still got a day to go.
Doesn't mean it won't be game. What?
Right.
Listen, just remember, for like the umptillionth time, items are still part of the game world. They are not counted as invalid just because another RPG says they should be.
That sword has the fragile status on it right now, because it's beat all the hell.
What sword?
The sword that y'all picked up from the paladin.
He was gone.
Yeah, he was gone.
Yeah.
Like, he was here for the first part, but not that part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Made it sound like he was here for the whole thing.
No, I was here for hearing the last thing I heard was a ratkin flicking a silver coin at Amiko.
Oh, okay.
And that's literally the last thing I heard.
So you were here for the fight. You weren't here for the description.
Yeah. But I'll be right back.
You've been gone kind of like the whole session. It's okay. All right.
But
All right. So yeah, no. Let's see. We got the magically and basically it's a clone. It's essentially a clone dong that doesn't actually do anything until it's equipped. So there's some random creature out there that's either very confused or very happy, or both.
Yeah, it could be both.
yep.
I've been there. We will,
Have
in
you?
fact, be putting the other whole function to use. Oh, I'm on fire.
Don't be on. No,
Do that.
Okay. How are we
It's
gonna
not good
put
for
it to
your health.
use? Ah, perfect. We're gonna break out of the second ring function. Alright. Wonder how many of these. There's 4 whole. That's a lot of strap-ons. Okay, we just got 2. Or should we traditionally put like a second one back there? You know, make like a shocker. One of the pink doing this thing. All right, no, I'm having semantics in my brain. Don't mind me. Trying to argue with myself like that would be logical. And it's a magical dildo attached to a super magical strap-on belt. There's not a lot that's like logical about it. Like you were literally a demigod in this. You're upset that because you were able to magically equip an arrow or some shit? What the fuck, dude? Alright. I can purpose. Good. Good. So I know the portal, by the way, is a super serious thing, but part of me wants to try and do a bag of holding scenario with it.
Well,
I'm not.
it doesn't do the D&D thing, I can tell you that.
I know it's not going to do the D&D thing. Kind of obvious. You've painstakingly gone out of your way to not be like any of the other ones.
No, it's not because of that. It's because I actually understand how it fucking functions.
It's a magical fantasy world. Don't even give me that how it functions shit.
If you put a wormhole inside of a wormhole, it doesn't create a singularity.
Literally nothing will happen because they don't exist. We don't have proof.
No, that's just not how space bending works.
That's literally how theoretical physics works, because it's theoretical.
Gravity is a theory. It's pretty fucking real.
No, gravity's not a theory because we can prove it in a lab and on paper. We can't prove a wormhole in a lab yet.
Yeah.
We have wormholes, though. We have created...
No, we don't have wormholes. We
don't have
have
big ones.
we have near zero mass environments, not wormholes.
No, we do. There was a team in Australia that made a wormhole. It was just
We
really
don't
fucking
have
tiny.
we don't have Einstein-Rosen bridges.
No, we don't have those, but we do have a wormhole.
That's what a fucking wormhole is.
Einstein-Rosen bridge is the big one.
It's literally a wormhole.
Yes, it's the same thing, but it's not what you were thinking of.
No, don't get to do this. You don't even, it's the same thing, but it's not the thing. It is the same thing. Just because, it's the big one. It's still the one. It was the one that was made in the fucking 30s that put this whole shit on the fucking map, okay?
The tops are fighting again.
Yes, the tops are fighting again. Because
Because one of the tops actually has a degree in physics, and the other one's just a goddamn gremlin.
yeah, you need to stop gremlining over there.
My ass. Mordor. We can all agree that kimchi's fucking disgusting. Anyways,
No,
It's,
we're not getting into this. Moving on.
it's gross
Tetsuya's
cabbage barf.
Tetsuya is hanging out with Amako.
it's cabbage bar.
On
All right.
And how is Amako reacting to them hanging out?
Yeah. Why are you hanging on? Well, why are you on the dog?
I mean, I don't remember Amako being particularly wet. I don't think they need to be hung out to dry.
All right. All that aside. All of that aside, Satsu's having a moment, having a good time. Presumably, the dog and the cat are doing dog and cat things. The actual fuck am I witnessing? Alright, but, so, there's nothing more relevant to the environment right now,
Not really, unless you guys want to talk to people or
so can we just skip? Because I'm kind of
Yeah.
tired. This is
Skipping.
like week 3 of people like, I would like to do literally nothing in the
We do a
carriage.
skip, please.
Cool. Great.
Because we're fucking going to a place with a purpose. Not much is happening in that process. I'm sorry.
Then,
You guys have literally had more encounters on this trip than every other trip you've ever gone on, and you're saying there's nothing happening.
roll for all the encounters from point A to point B. I just noticed the times. Like, fuck, we haven't gone anywhere.
Literally going
You
somewhere
have.
right now.
What the fuck is going on? Oh,
Have you
Jesus
been
fucking
paying
Christ.
attention?
Can we
No,
just
he's
do
been
the
too
time
focused on his
please?
mobile game.
No, I'm sorry. I'm the fact that I woke up, or every week I wake up with 3 minutes until the fucking session, and then we spend God knows how long just dipshitting around. Because indecisiveness plagues the party.
Not really indecisiveness. Stuff happens, and they can decide to interact with it, or they can decide not to, and they've been doing a pretty even mix of both. I'm sorry that it's not world-impacting, plot, more relevant stuff that's going on, but this is just how things are when you're going from point A to B. Yes, we could just say, and the party arrives, and get to dungeons, but not everybody wants to dungeon crawl all the time. And you guys need to actually have time set aside to increase your skills and train with your like weapons and magic and all that. And you'll never get side encounters or side quests or even main quests if you don't talk to people and investigate things. Like, what was that Ratkin doing? Who was the paladin? Who was the guard from the America section of the map you guys still haven't gone to? But why are all of these people getting onto this artifact? Who made the artifact? Where is it going? There's all sorts of interesting stuff out in the wilds that's not in a town somewhere. And sure, there's a lot more of it in the towns, but towns are generally set up to either take money, trade goods, or provide housing.
My clothes are mostly dry. I'm back. I had to go get my... Oh my god, these fucking rags. Stop throwing rags in with my fucking clothes. Asshole. Alright.
I mean, if you want, always take a break from the sessions. It's just you've told me that you like coming to the sessions because it's a way for you to relax, but recently it seemed like it's not a super relaxing thing for you to do, and you're only doing it
That's
for
just a combination of a very horrible. Wait, you know what? Just fucking bounce on something. Goddamn, have you just been sitting here in silence?
Huh?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. No, it's not. It's a combination of I would like to make meaningful, noticeable progress that progresses our chain of events, combined with just a lot going on. Like I've measured over the past like 3 weeks how far we've actually gone, and it's like, oh fucking hell. I mean, if I can work on streamlining this goddamn system.
System can be
Right.
streamlined. It's called Master Edition mode. It exists on a single
Well, no,
page.
it doesn't need a different mode. We just need to work on streaming using the base itself, not cutting out things. Just making it more succinct. Brevity is what we need for it. Okay. Yeah, so we were traveling. About a day in. Got like 2 days left to get there.
I'm going to head up for Murder Hut to make sure they are indeed headed the right.
Yes, you are actually heading in the direction you were trying to go in.
And after discovering that, she's going to see how many stops they need to wait for.
You're doing what? I'm sorry?
She's gonna basically find out how many stops they need to go.
Okay.
What would put them closest to their destination.
So you ask around, walking through several of the cabins before somebody with an actual schedule lays it out for you. And it looks like you only have to wait for 3 stops before it
Oh, fuck
turns
you, you
away
fucking
and you
douche.
get off.
Give me a second. I'm going to switch over to my computer.
Okay.
Oh, fuck you, Satsu, you fucking bitch. Half the goddamn reason these sessions take so fucking long anyways. I want to do some stupid shit with Jack or some dumbass shit that
I'm
gets
back.
us nowhere. I want a fucking ego stroke.
But while Amako does that, Tetsuya's gonna, he's gonna check his bow, his bow, make sure it's okay from all the traveling.
Yeah, it's
Which bow?
still fine.
The Warforged bow. He's not gonna summon that big fuck off bow, blind everybody in the cart.
Gotta clarify.
Still fine.
Okay.
Now that she's been reassured, make sure that she takes Sue back to the carriage. But
Hey, is your mic near your face?
no,
Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. They can't turn you up some, then. Alright, Stas is not in, so I'm not gonna bother turning his ass. I'm gonna adjust everybody's volume so I can hear people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just been. This is the whole fucking lot of shit, and then I was stopping, and I stopped, and I actually examined on the map, like roughly how far we've gone in 3 weeks, and I was just kind of annoyed because my sneaking suspicion was right. You've gone less than like 30 miles in 3 weeks. We've effectively done less in 3 sessions than you guys were doing in like the last couple fucking in 1 session. And it's like, oh fuck. We're fucking almost on the halfway point of the year, and we're not even a quarter of the way through with the fucking chain of events for the story universe.
So what
I was like,
chain of events do you think is going on here exactly? Because
I'm not even gonna fucking wager a guess anymore, Dark. There's no point. It's always, I don't guess anymore. It's always either gonna be wrong, not good enough. It's not worth my fucking time. At this point, I just really don't know anymore.
So, are you actually enjoying this at all? Because it really doesn't sound like
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah, that's the problem. I know it doesn't sound like I am, but I am.
But it's just not going fast enough.
It's the same fucking thing every week, and I worry that we're not gonna get anything done. And like, I could speed it up, but then I'll hear bullshit and complaints and bitching from fucking Satsu, because they wanted to sit around and do something. I don't know what, but they want to do something. And everybody that I have in the world that I could play to actually make it move reasonable, I can't bring around the party because there'll be no conflict, and the party will never grow and learn, or some stupid shit. So it's just.
Yeah.
I really want to do. Like, I want to get a lot done in the session, but it's every week. It takes like 15 minutes to get an answer to a simple yes or no scenario. It worries me. That's like shit. That combined with the fact that I only get the 3 out. Like, I wake up like at the start. Sometimes when I don't get here until like 5:30, it's because I just woke up at 5:30, so I don't have time to really get anything done. So I have to scramble between coming back to Discord, making sure my clothes are in the wash and dry, if I can, thinking about what I'm gonna have for dinner, and then planning out what I'm gonna have for fucking lunch at work. And so I've got to get like 5 hours worth of stuff in like 15 minutes of space here and there. So like that it's one of those things. And I wanted to apologize to everybody for having that moment, but I can't because in traditional fashion, Satsu, under any sort of scrutiny, decided to go throw a bitch fit in silence somewhere else. Which is one of the reasons that it's so infuriating for me to do these sessions, because they are the arguably most annoying type of player to play with, because anytime something doesn't appease them, they just fucking leave like a 4-year-old instead of getting to the core root of it. Getting to the root of the problem. Like the one time they got cut off, one single time when Ivy was trying to plan something out, even though it was Ivy's turn to begin with. So they threw a bitch fit, threw away an entire session day. Because 5-year-old. Blows my fucking mind how they can be such a fun party member at times, but then just have such absolute, just fucking annoying moments. The same can be said about me. Oh, and it's already fucking 8 o'clock. God damn, I don't want to be here anymore. Well, since I ate up like 30 minutes of our time, let's just keep going. I'll fucking leave when it's time to leave.
Alright, well. Okay, I did remember to unmute. Alright, so. Amako's going to make sure that they get off on the proper stop. And let's see, would it be still nighttime when they do? Or would it be getting into the day?
You would be on the cart until morning, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I had a whole thing planned out for nighttime and how that was going to affect everybody, but since we're going faster now, we're just gonna move on.
No, just don't.
I am going to, because we're not going fast enough, and I need to move content to new locations now. So, next week, we'll figure out where to go from where the train drops you off, and we'll continue towards the, what is it, it's the northwest location that you're heading to. So we'll figure out what's going on in that direction next week.
Okay.
Alright?
Okay.
Cool.